Bless you, family. It's your Las Vegas neighbor, the historian, Minister Sanders, giving you some black history that's local and national. We're going to talk about some black history of Las Vegas. Have you guys ever heard of a brother by the name of Muhammad Abdullah? First of all, major shout out to the entire Islamic community in Las Vegas and the entire Islamic black community in Las Vegas. Beautiful brothers and sisters, some of the most nicest people you're ever going to meet. I want to talk about one of the early pioneers of black Islamic culture in Las Vegas, and that's brother by the name of none other, Muhammad Abdullah. Muhammad Abdullah was a social justice advocate. He was the student minister of the Nation of Islam Mosque here back in the day. He was, after being with the nation in the 70s, he ended up organizing and becoming Orthodox Sunni Muslim. And he was the first imam of the Masjid As-Sabor, which is on the west side, now being led by the legendary Imam Fatim. But brother Muhammad Abdullah was a true, brother still with us, was/is a true warrior for freedom, justice, and equality. That whole like stop the violence movement, the stop the violence marches, brother Abdullah is the one that kicked that off. Back in the day, crack hit Las Vegas like a tornado, like it did most major cities. And brother Abdullah turned the masjid into a hub for social change. And he said, we're not going to sit by and watch death take place in our communities and not do nothing about it. And they didn't just march, on the strip or downtown to say stop the violence or don't sell or don't do drugs, but they took these marches to the dope house. They would call them like stop the crack marches and things like that. And they'll go to the actual dope house. And he shared with me that many of these marches, he went solo. It wasn't always a big crowd. He would go maybe one person, two people with him, sometimes by himself. And he would literally go what they call an anti-drug walk up to somebody's house and say, man, you cannot sell dope and push poison to our people. You have to go. This brother's life was threatened. There were several threats made on his life, but he persevered. And I believe that's why to this day, certain things in terms of social justice and that whole little movement, change happened because of the work that this brother did. And again, I was just so inspired because neighborhood patrols and going into the neighborhood, not that I thought I created that, but it's dope to know that there was somebody that had the same type of courage I had that trailblazed that. The brother had moved away, now he's back in Las Vegas, and we're grateful to have him. Brother Abdullah.